In this video today, I'm going to give you 10 things that you should be doing or thinking about doing going into next year. Let's get into it. What's going on, people? I go by the name of DJ CB, and on this channel, we help bedroom DJs transition over to a club DJ. If you like the sound of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a video. So the first thing you should be doing is listening to the Talk Over podcast on Spotify. DJ Double and DJ Stylist have started this podcast around about 2.5 years ago, where they talk about their experiences as DJs. They have guest speakers on like DJ Silk, DJ James Hype, DJ Donch. A bunch of DJs is kind of like interviewing them and kind of getting their experience on the DJ industry, as well as they give tips on there that could really help brand new DJs. That podcast is great for anyone that's starting out because it tells you everything from warm-up sets all the way to main sets. It talks to you about the experiences that maybe higher up DJs have experienced that you want to kind of know about. In that podcast, they go through everything. So if I go to their Spotify page now, you can see on the screen the types of videos they go through, like Mixcloud live streaming, learning from their mistakes, live streaming with DJ Day Day, resident to headliner. All these videos are great for you guys to go and have a listen to. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description down below, and I'm also gonna leave DJ Double and DJ Stylist's socials on the screen right now so you can check them out. The next thing you should be doing going into next year is cleaning out your music library. I cannot stress to you enough that you need to clean out your music library every now and again. I know a lot of DJs that have 80,000 songs, 90,000 songs in their music library, but you gotta think to yourself, why? Also, are you playing them songs every single set, or are you even playing any of them songs in a year? I know for me, in my music library, I have around about 6,000 songs that I know that I'm gonna play throughout the year. My library is around about 11,000 songs, so there's about 5,000 songs that I could potentially get rid of. I suggest as a DJ now, go through your music library and try and get rid of some songs so you can make space for brand new songs. A tip that I sort of come up with was, so what you can do in Serato is, imagine you have a favorite crate. One of my favorite crates in Serato is Club Classics. So I can go into that Club Classics folder, turn on the play count column, and then order it by lowest to highest. All the tracks that have no plays on, drag them into a separate crate, have a look at them. If you feel like that you're never gonna use them or they're just rubbish tracks, delete them out your library. That's just a quick way to go through your library and delete some tracks and make some new space for new ones. The third thing that I feel like every DJ should be doing is networking. Networking in the DJ industry is so important, especially as a brand new DJ. I know a lot of DJs that don't really want to talk to other DJs or talk to anyone, but if you don't do this, you won't get any bookings. I talk to a lot of DJs, a lot of promoters, and a lot of people that work in the industry, and they've actually helped me get in front of loads of other people as well as get me bookings. So I do suggest that you talk to other DJs and talk to promoters. One thing that I normally do is when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see a decent DJ routine, I'll like it, I'll comment it with a genuine comment, follow them, and then maybe DM them. Just get to know them, because if it's something that I like technical stuff. So if it's something that I like, I will talk to them and actually show a genuine interest. I love technical stuff, I like scratching, I love pad work, so anything like that that catches my eye on Instagram, I'll make sure that I go follow the person and make sure that I network with them. The thing you don't want to do is just talk to someone just to get a booking. There's a lot of DJs that I know that will purposely just talk to one person just to try and get a booking. This is not a way to go around it. I have a Discord DJ group, and in that group we network, we share advice, and also some people in there do hand out some bookings. A lot of DJs in the group have multiple bookings that come through during the week, so they do try to share them out. It's really good. This group has around about 20 DJs that talk every single day. If you're interested and you're really talkative and you want to share some knowledge, drop me a message on Instagram at DJC_B, and I'll send you an invite to get added into the Discord group. So the next thing I suggest that you do going into next year is think about planning your own events. It's all well and good just DJing every Friday and Saturday in front of the same crowd at your residency or doing guest sets, but there's nothing better than throwing your own events. DJ Silk is a prime example of a DJ that has excelled his DJ career doing his own events. He has an event called the Silk Throwback Brunch, and it literally is one of the best events that I have seen. I've never gone to it personally, but you can tell from social media that it is popping. There are other DJs that do things like DJ Levels, who does Olympia. There's a lot of DJs that do their own thing, and you can see that they excel in their DJ career because what they're actually doing is building an event and building a following as well. As a club DJ, you're not really going to build a following, especially if you're not vocal on the microphone. Imagine this, you're at a DJ set, you're not talking to anyone, you're not speaking on the mic, but people are not actually gonna know you in the club. So throwing your own event, you can throw an event, you can put your face onto it, you can put all your socials onto it, and people are coming to your event for you. Throw a good event and they'll come back. That's how you build a good following. The next thing I suggest that you do is practice on your decks at least twice a week. I know a lot of DJs that don't really touch their decks at home, they just literally wait until the weekend, jump on the decks at the club, and that's it. I really think that practicing every single week is really good. And it's not so much practicing how to beat match or how to mix two songs. What I do is I jump onto my Serato and I jump into a crate that I normally use in a DJ set. For example, I'm not that strong on main set urban sets. So in my room in here, what I would do is I'll load up the folder that I normally play in when I'm doing main set urban sets. And then I'll try and figure a way how I can get better. I'll try different transitions. I'll try and get to know the tracks. It's more to practicing than just trying to beat match. It's actually trying to get to know your music. So I do suggest that you jump on at least twice a week just to get practice on trying to better your set. And it's also a good way, if you practice at home, you can actually go through your music library and get to know songs that you normally miss in a club. In a club, you're kind of under pressure all the time, so you do kind of skim through a load of tracks and look for the ones that you know that work. At home, you have a lot more time, so what you can do is go through and you can be like, you know what, that song might work. You can highlight it, so when you're DJing at your DJ set, you'll see this highlighted green track and you'll be like, you know what, let me try this tonight. It's all about taking risks in your DJ set. If you don't take risks and you do the same thing every single week, you're not really gonna progress. The next thing I suggest is think about how you can expand yourself. As a club DJ, you might want to get into private events and get into private bookings or corporate bookings. As a private DJ that just does birthday parties, you might want to expand into clubs. There's so many different things that you could do. You just need to find the best thing that suits you and then try and expand. The next thing that I suggest that you do is record live sets. So basically what I mean by this is when you go to your DJ set, just press record on Serato, do your set, and that's it. Save it at the end, don't forget to save it. I have a video on my channel if you happen to forget to save your live recording and you lose it. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description down below, make sure you go check that out. Pre-recorded sets for Mixcloud are good, but there's nothing better than a live set. A live set can actually show your audience and promoters how you play on a night. When you do pre-recorded mixes, you can plan the transitions, you can plan everything that's in front of you. A live recording, it's all there, done on the spot, and this is how you actually play. So this is the kind of thing that you should be sending to promoters. I personally think that promoters should only be asking for live recordings from DJs. Like, you know, when you go to a promoter and say, I want to DJ at your club, they should turn around and say, can you provide us with a live recording of you warming up? And then we'll give you a shot. A pre-recorded mix, you can sit at home for a whole week planning this mix to make sure it's perfect. A live recording is going to be what you're actually going to be like in a club. So I suggest that every single DJ watching this video, start recording your live sets. And the good thing about this is it gives you more chance to put out more content. With me, when I record my live sets, I'll normally do an opening set, a warm-up set, then I'll do a main set. I might play some Afro beats, I might play some dancehall. Right there, that's 5 separate mixes that I can put up to Mixcloud. That is a lot more content that you can do by just recording your live mix at your sets. The next thing you should all be doing if you're watching this video is subscribing to my YouTube channel. I built this YouTube channel in lockdown to help DJs get the advice that they need. So what I'm just saying to you guys is take a minute, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also share it out to any DJs that you feel that need any help. I have a bunch of videos on my channel, around about 140 videos going through all the different things that I feel that every single DJ needs to know about when they're starting out. If you feel like I'm missing a video on my channel, write it down in the comment down below. I'll note it down and I'll get the video recorded for you. Another thing that you should be doing going into next year is learning how to play on CDJs. A lot of DJs when they first start are really going to be playing on controllers because it's a cheap option to get into the DJ industry. I do suggest that you learn how to play on CDJs and learn how to set them up as well. I'm going to leave 2 videos in my description on how to set up CDJs and how to connect them to a laptop. These 2 videos will get you familiar of how CDJs work and how to connect them up. If you're comfortable playing on controller, that's perfectly fine, but I do think that every DJ should know how to play on CDJs just in case they need to play on them. Another thing that you need to be going into next year is just a nice person. There's a lot of people in the DJ industry that feel like they need to be arrogant and not nice to people. If you're a nice person and a humble person to work with, personally, I think you get more work. There's a lot of promoters and a lot of club owners that I've worked with, and they've called me back just purely because I'm a nice person to work with. I turn up early, I do my job, I make sure that I talk to the staff. Don't be that DJ that's really rude. You will not get someone calling you back for a set. It doesn't matter how good you are, if you're rude, you'll not get a call back for a set. So that's just 10 things what I feel like you should be doing going into next year. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post one of these videos. If you want 6 months at 25% off on Mixcloud Pro, make sure you check out the link down in the description down below. That will take you to a checkout that will apply the discount immediately. Also, if you're interested in any sound effects, I sell a sound effects pack for £5 on Fiverr, which has 158 sound effects that you can use in your DJ sets. Also, don't forget to add me on socials at DJC_B on Instagram and at DJCB_ on Twitter. With that being said, I go by the name of DJCB, and we're out.